Shalom, and thank you for joining our Hebrew class for this week. And as you can see on the screen, we are in Yehuchanan, John chapter 10, verses 21 to 27. So let us now begin. And I'd just like to show you, of course, our Likud vowel markings, the useful resources, and for those that are new, how the vowel markings give us the sounds for each of the types of vowels. So let us begin. And as usual, we want to see just how the counting goes. It begins with a kaf, which has a value of 20, and a aleph with a value of 1, because it is the first letter of the alphabet. And then we go through the letters. We have a vav, an aleph, a chet, a resh, a yod, a mem sofit, aleph, mem, a resh, vav, dalet, vayet, resh, yod, vav, aleph, yod, nun, mem sofit, meaning a mem that's at an end of a word. And we have a kaf, a dalet, a vayet, because there's no dot in that one. Resh, yod, aleph, yod, shin, aleph, shin, resh, shin, dalet, bayet, and vav. And of course, the vav sometimes has different sounds, like here, it's an u rather than a vav. And we also see here becomes an o sound. So let's begin. Va'acherim. Va'acherim mean others. When it's like a noun, it means others. And others, it's plural, because a cher means another. So it's a plural. Amru, they said. And others, they said. And of course, the u at the end is they, because we know amar means to say. And then we have devarav, devarayev, which is the vav at the end is his, and devar we know is word, and then it's a plural also. His words. Einam, they are not, because we have the mem at the end is they or them. And of course we have ein, which is a masculine noun for not, nothing, naught. So they are not. So it's kedivrei, kedivrei. Like, that's the kaf, and then divrei are the words. Ish, meaning a man, of a man. Asher, meaning whom. It can mean that, which, what, but whom, because it's dealing with this person. Whom, shade is a demon, and bo, in him. Right, so we have, and others they said, his words, they are not like the words of a man whom a demon in him. That's the literal translation, and the normal translation is others, it should be others, said. His words are not like the words of a man in whom there is a demon. Right, now let's read that without any aid. And we have Va'acherim amru divarav einam kedivrei ish asher shade bo. And now part B, and we have a hey, yod, vav, but a new sound, kaf, lamed, shin, dalet, lamed, fe, because no dot, kuf, chet, ayin, yod, nun, yod, ayin, vav, resh, yod, mem sofit. And now let's read it. Ha, you, kal. Now you, kal, means, as you can say, yakol is the kol verb to be able, maybe possible. So it means to be able, right? And with the hey, it's like a question. That's called the questioning hey. So therefore it becomes, is it able? Shade, or shade. It's a long E sound, so shed. A demon. Lif koach. Lif koach. To open. Now, well, let's have a look. We know that pekach is a kal verb meaning to open, and it's specific one's eyes or ears. To open. A nay, meaning the eyes. Iv rem, the blind. Therefore, the word is a demon able to open the eyes of the blind? All right, now let's read that. And it is ha yukal shade lif koach einei iv rem. And now we come to 22, and we know that the kaf is 20, and the vayet is the second letter of the alphabet, so it's 2. And then we have vav yod, hey yod, chet nun, kaf hey, bet yod, resh vav, shin lamed, yod mem safit, vav hey, ayin tav, hey chet, resh fesofit. And then we go, they, he, and it was. Often it's translated, and it came to pass. Chanukah, Chanukah, which of course means the Feast of Dedication, right? B'Yerushalayim, in Yerushalayim. The ha'et, and the time. Ha'et, this et means time, and the time, ha-choref, ha-choref, meaning the winter. So the time was the winter. It was Chanukah, which is the Feast of Dedication in Jerusalem, and it was the time of winter. Now let's read that. Vehi Chanukah b'Yerushalayim v'ha'et ha'choref. And now we come to 23. We have a kaf and a gimel, the third letter of the alphabet. Vav yod, hey vav, shin ayin, mem tav, hey lamed, kaf sofit, kaf at the end of a word. Bayet, mem kuf, dalet, shin, bayet, aleph, vav lamed, mem sofit, shin lamed, mem and hey. Remembering that the aleph is silent. That's why it's in white. And now let's read it. For Yahushua and Yahushua or Yahusha, Mithalek was walking. It's got the word halek in there, means to walk. Ba mikdash, in the temple. Mikdash is temple. Be'ulam, Be meaning in, and ulam is the porch. Let's have a look down here. Ulam is a masculine noun, and it can mean hall, vestibule, gallery, auditorium, or porch. And it is shalomo. Now, shel is a preposition, it can mean of, it can mean belonging to, or made of. So we could say belonging to Shalomo or of Shalomo, in the porch of Shalomo. And then in the English, Yeshua was walking in the temple in the portico of Solomon. All right, let's read that. For Yahushua mit halek ba mikdash be'ulam shel Shalomo. And now we got 24. We see there's a kaf, 20, and a dalet has a value of 4, the 4th letter in the alphabet. Then we have Vav Yod Samek, Bayet Vav, Aleph Tav Vav, Hey Yod, Hey Vav, Dalet Yod, Mem Safit, Vav Yod, Aleph Mem, Resh Vav, Aleph Lamed, Yod Vav, Ayin Dalet, Aleph Nun, Hey, Tav, Tav again, Lamed, Hey. And now let's read it. Va-ya-so-bu. Va-ya-so-bu. And they surrounded. So how do we get that? If we look here, Sav, which is just this root word here, because both of these are prefixes. Sav is a kal verb to revolve, to turn, and then its root word is nasav, but the nun is dropped off. And that's a verb to turn around, to surround. And then it is oto, him. Ha-Yehudim, the Yehudim, the Jews. Va-yom-ru, and they said, remembering that the aleph is silent, so we just say the vowel. And they said, Eleiv, unto him. Ad, meaning until. Ana, when. Tatle, shall hang on. So what do we got there? The tav meaning an incomplete action, meaning looking towards the future. So it can be shall or will. So here we put shall. And then we've got tala, which is a kal verb. It means to hang, to associate, to suspend. So they're more or less saying, until when shall we hang on, more or less. But we because Hebrew uses the grammar the other way, so it shall hang on, and then we'll see in the next sentence. And in the normal English, the Jews surrounded him and said to him, how long shall you keep in suspense? So I've translated in the order that they do it. Now we're reading. Va-ya-so-bu oto ha-Yehudim va-yom-ru eleiv ad ana tatle. Okay. And then we come to 24b, and we got an aleph, a tav, a nun, a fe, a shin, a nun, a vav, an aleph, a mem safid, a he, a mem, shin, yod, chet, aleph, tav, he, aleph, mem, resh, nun, aleph, vav, nun, shin, mem, ayin, he, veit, aleph, zayin, nun, yod, nun, and vav. Now let's read it. Et, grammar marker. Naf, she, nu, meaning our beings, because the nu means our. And we know that nefesh means souls, lives, or beings. Our beings. If ha-Mashiach, the Messiah, if the Messiah or Mashiach, ta, you, or you are, emarna, say, emar comes from to say, now, v'nishma, again, v'nishma'a, and of course the vav is and, the nun is we, and we know there's shema in the middle there. And then the he at the end is like it. And we hear it, v'aznenu, in our ears. Because the vav is in, the nu is our or us, and azne means ears. And from the previous verse, it's keep us in suspense or cause us to hang on our lives. If you are the Messiah, say it now so we can hear with our own ears. Right, and now let's read it. Et nafshenu im ha-Mashiach ata emarna v'nishme'a v'aznenu. And then we come to 25, which is a kaf and a hey. Hey being the fifth letter of the alphabet. And it is a vav, a yod, an ayin, a nun sofit, an aleph, a tav, a mem sofit, a yod, a hey, a vav, a shin, an ayin, a hey, a nun sofit, hey, gimel, dalet, tav, yod, aleph, lamed, yod, kaf, mem sofit, vav, lamed, aleph, hey, aleph, mem, nun, tav, mem sofit, bet, yod. And now we read it. Vaya'an, and answered, O Tam, meaning them, Yahushua, or Yahusha. Hen, behold. Basically, it comes from hine, so it's a shorter form of it, hen. Higati, I told. Right, if we look down there, higid is a verb to tell, to inform. And of course, the yod, the T at the end is I. I told Eleikem. Eleikem, meaning unto you. Kem is you. Velo, and not. Mantem. You believe. Again, the M at the end, like tem at the end, is you, plural. And we know that min means to believe. Now, of course, here it is mantem. This is the original word, the root word, min, verb to believe in. And of course, be, the bet is in, and of course the yod is me, in me. So we're just helping you work out exactly how what the words mean, every part of it. It'll help so much whenever you see that. So now let's read it. Vaya'an, O Tam, Yahushua, hen, he, Gadi, Aleikem, velo, mantem, be. Yeshua answered them, I've told you, but you did not believe in me. And now part B. And we have a hey, a mem, an ayin, a sin this time because the dot say a yod, mem sofit. And a left, shin, resh, and a left, nun, yod, ayin, sin again, hey, bet, shin, mem sofit, a left, veyet, because no dot, yod, hey, mem, sofit, yod, ayin, yod, dalet, vav, ayin, lamed, yod. Now we read it. Ha-ma'asim. Ha-ma'asim mean the deeds. Down here it's ma'aseh is a masculine noun for act, action, deed, event. So this is plural ending, a masculine plural ending. It means the deeds. Ashir, that, ani, I am, o say, doing. Because it's got the same root as a sa, to do. But it's oseh, so it's a participle, meaning doing. Beshem. Beshem, in the name. Avi, of my father. Because Avi means my father, right? Hem, They, that's the word for they. Ya'idu, ya'idu, they will testify. The yod is future, where it's will, and then we've got he'id down here is the verb to testify, to witness, to indicate. And we see that the he's dropped off, replaced with the future yod. And then we have alay, about me. So the yod again is me at the end. And al, which I've got here as al, it's a preposition that can mean on, about, regarding, or over. So regarding or about me, we've translated it. You did not believe in me. The works that I do in the name of my Father, they testify of me. And so now we want to read that. Ha-ma'asim, ashir, ani, osei, beshem, avi, hem, ya'idu, alai. And then we have this one. Again, we have a kaf, 20, and a vav has a value of 6, the 6th letter of the alphabet. Then we have vav, aleph, tav, mem, so fit, lamed, aleph, tav, aleph, mem, yod, nun, vav, kaf, yod, lamed, aleph, mem, zade, aleph, nun, yod, aleph, tav, and mem, so fit. Now let's read it. The attempt, and you, and it's a plural you. Lo, not. Ta'aminu, you will believe, because the tav at the front tells you it's will or shall. And the u at the end is you will believe. Ki, for. Lo, not. Mi, so, ni. From my sheep. Remember that son is sheep. Atem, you, again plural. But you will not believe because you are not my sheep. And now let's read it. The atem lo ta'aminu ki lo mi so ni atem. All right. And 26b is a kaf, an aleph, a shin, a resh, an aleph, a mem, a resh, a tav, a yod, lamed, kaf, a mem, so fit. And it is ka, a, share. Like what, or like that, or like what, all right? Amarti, I said, la kem, to you, again plural. Not of my sheep, just as I've said to you. Right. And reading it, Kasher Amarti Lakem. And we have 27 now, which is a kaf and a zayin. Zayin, the 7th letter of the alphabet. Zade aleph nun yot. Tav, Shin, Mem, Ayin, Nun, Hey, Aleph, Tav, Kuf, Vav, Lamed, Yod, Vav, Aleph, Nun, Yod, Yod, Dalet, Ayin, Tav, Yod, Nun, Safid, Vav, Aleph, Chet, Resh, Yod, Tav, Lamed, Kaf, Nun, and Hey. Now let's read it. Soni, meaning my sheep, Tish, Ma, Na. They will hear. Again, the tav is a future. They will hear. And the at the end is, the na at the end, of course, is they. They will hear. Et, grammar marker, koli, meaning my voice, because kol is voice. Va, ani, and I. Yada, tian. know them. Again, the nun at the end is like a feminine plural ending, so it means them. Va'acharai, and after me, and after me. Again, the yod is like me. Telakna, they will go. Because, of course, we know that halak means to go, to walk. So it means they will go. With the tav at the beginning, will go. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they will follow after me. So halak can mean to follow, but it literally means just to walk or to go. So that's why I translated it like that. And of course we see here the na suffix. The nun with a kamatz is the third or second person feminine plural, they or you. And the English is, my sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow after me. And now let's read that. Tsoni tishmana et koli va'ani yedatin va'acharai telakna. And now we turn to our revision, just to see what we can remember from what we just did. So let us begin. First we know that's 20 and 1, so 21. Va'acherim, meaning others. Amru, they said. Devar Rayev, his words. Einam, they are not. Kediv Rei, like the words. Ish, of a man. Asher, who or whom. Shade, a demon. Bo, in him. And others they said his words. They are not like the words of a man, whom, a demon, in him. Ha yukal, is it able, shade, meaning a demon, lif koach, to open, einei, the eyes, iv rim, of the blind. Is it able, a demon, to open the eyes of the blind? And we have kaf 20, vet 2, 22. The he, and it was, Chanukah, the feast of dedication, Yerushalayim, Jerusalem, right? The ha'et, and the time ha'choref, of winter. And it was Chanukah in Jerusalem, and the time was the winter. And then we have a kaf and a gimel, which is 20 and 3. Vayahushua, and Yahushua, mit halek, was walking, ba mikdash, in the temple, be'ulam, in the porch, shel, belonging to Shalomo, Solomon. And Yahushua was walking in the temple in the porch of Shalomo. And we have a kaf 20, dalet 4, 24. Vaya sobu, and they surrounded Oto, him, ha Yehudim, the Jews, va yom ru, and they said, Lev, unto him, ad, until, ana, when, tat le, shall hang on. And they surrounded him, the Yehudim, and they said unto him, until when shall hang on, And then et grammar marker nafshenu, our souls, our lives. If HaMashiach, the Messiah, ata you, emar na, speak now. V'naf me'ah, and we hear it. V'aznenu, in our ears. So hang on, our beings, our lives, our souls, if the Messiah, the Mashiach, you are, say now, and we hear it in our ears. And we have a Kaf 20, Hey 5. That's 25. Vaya'an, and answered, O Tam, them, Yahushua, Hen, behold, he Gadti, I told, Elekem, unto you, Valo, and not, He man tem, you did believe. Be in me. And answered them Yahushua, behold, I told unto you, and not you believe in me. And then we have ha-ma'asim, the deeds, the acts, asher that, ani I, or I am, o say, doing, beshem, in the name, avi, my father, hem, they, ya'idu, they do testify, alev, about me. The deeds that I am doing in the name of my Father, they will testify about me. Kaf 20, Vav 6, 26. Va'atem, and you, lo not, ta'aminu, you shall believe. Ki for, lo not, me soni, from my sheep, atem you. And you being plural, not, you will believe, for not, from my sheep, you. And then we have ka'asher, like that, amarti, I said, lakem, to you. Like what I said to you, plural. And we have a Kaf and a Zion, which is 20 and a 7, 27. Zoni, my sheep. Tish, ma, na. They shall hear. Et grammar marker, koli, my voice. Va'ani, and I, yadatian. Yadatian, and know. So it's got the word know them. So the ending is telling us a feminine plural ending. Shall know them. V'acharai, and after me. Telak na, they will go. And that's the translation. My sheep, they will hear, grammar marker, my voice, and I know them, and after me they will go. Very good. That's the end of the revision, and these are just a reminder of the valve markings to help us remember them. Let's look at the bottom line, and again, where we've got a valve and a dot, it's called a shuruk. So it gives us the indication of the sound, oo. And kubutz, again, oo sound. Kataf, se, gol. So that's a e sound, se. This is called a chirik. So it's a e sound. And this is a kataf, pa, tach, the a sound. And this is a kataf, kamatz, a longer A sound. Okay. And again, we were doing, these are all the counting of the letters, but I like to just focus on some of the higher letters that we don't use as much. We see that Zade has a value of 90. Fe, where they call it Pev, but it's Pei normally. Pei or Fei, it has a value of 80. Ayin has a value of 70. Samek has a value of 60. Nun has a value of 50. And Mem has a value of 40. And again, I've repeated the useful resources for when we want to study a bit more detailed. And I want to thank you for joining us again for this week. I pray that this is all a blessing and not too quick for those who are fairly new. And we give you all the thanks and we wish you a Shavua Tov. And we hope you join us again.